Oh, hello everyone. Welcome back. Today I'm going to be repotting basically all my, not all my anthuriums. What am I thinking? I'm going to repot some anthuriums today. And I am so in love with my anthurium collection right now. Big or small, honestly, I'm just so impressed with the growth. So let me just double check. Yeah, this is hardened off now. My anthurium, I keep forgetting, Dark Crystal crossed with Zara Michelle that I got from David, Confused Planto. And I was waiting for this leaf to harden off. I think I was talking about how I need to be more careful because I keep scratching. I don't know, I find this one is a little more fragile than my other ones. But yeah, look at the veins. I just love how they're staying. And like, I didn't show this before, but look at the here. They're just like up against each other. It's so cute. I think it's cute. I'm repotting this because you can see that the aerial roots are there. I'm actually curious to see if I could do a propagation and have a butt cut, but we won't know until we look in there. And I'm probably gonna use, let's see, this one. Now, if you look at the size, it might not look like that much of a difference. And I actually debated if I wanted to do a tree fern substrate, but I think because she's sized up so well in pond from these leaves down here all the way up to this one, I think it's okay. I find the hybrids in general, if you select properly, they're a lot stronger. So, oh yeah, okay. So I think we're gonna do it. The question is, do I have enough pon? I am so shocked that I've used up so much pon, and then I thought, wait a minute, I use that in my tree fern substrate, so I shouldn't be surprised. You know, I'm going through it so quickly. Oh, we're halfway there, whoa. Living on a prayer, take my hand. And we'll make it, I swear, whoa. Living on a prayer, living on a prayer. Real talk's energy levels are quite low today. It was my sister's wedding yesterday, and it was a lot of talking, a lot of, you know, just being alert at all times, physically and mentally. Apologies for, you know, the more chill vibe. Some of you like it though, I think, when it's more chill and less chaotic. But anyhow, okay. So I just took it out here. I'm gonna have to break this root system, unfortunately, down here because the hole is way too small. So I'm just gonna break it off. Sorry and thank you. These ones I think could, I think I could pull it through actually. Okay, ooh. So roots. Oh, this is messy. Oh, do you see? Over here. So I don't feel bad anymore that I ripped that tiny bit at the bottom because look at this root ball. I'm happy that most of the pond came with it. Let me just move this here. And ooh, I break up the bottom a little bit root system wise because I just want to spread the roots a little bit because I can't submerge like most of the stem. So I think I'm just gonna loosen it a little bit. Okay, just adding some pond. I'm trying to push the stem down so it doesn't come up too much. A light dusting of fluval stratum. I just cut the oldest leaf just because it was, I mean, you could see the one over here is doing the same thing, but this one was like going like this. And so just cutting that off and then giving it a little shake. Actually, that's better than I thought. So there is technically enough room to put more once it grows, but I think the root system, once it grows more roots, it'll displace the pond and the pond will go up. So I actually think this is perfect. Let me just shake it again. I just want to get the pond around all the roots. Oh, it's so exciting. It's so exciting watching these grow. This one's gonna be a beast. And so what I'm planning to do, I'm gonna have to move it because it's in a place where this planter can't fit anymore. I'm gonna have to either use my vertical Barina grow lights or I'm just gonna have to maybe put it up against the window. Again, there is a period in the fall where my room actually gets better light sometimes than in the summer, just because the sun is lower. There's a little gap between 11 to 1 where the sun just is directly hitting my room. Not from above, but because the sun is lower to the side, like to the south side, and so the intensity is stronger. So I'm thinking maybe I'll put it against the south-facing window. Okay. I've still kind of been debating what I want to do with my NOID code red cross with A+ Papillilaminum. So it's hardened off a bit more since you last saw her, I think a week ago, but I think she's still looking fantastic. So the two newest leaves there. We got the one before that. So same thing, there's a bunch of aerial roots that have come out of the pond, and so how much of the stem can I actually cut? Like, can I keep a butt cut and then just keep a top cutting? And then I want to put it in one of these. I do like these ones. I have, I think, 2 plants in this one. I just can't tell when, because there's no indicator, when it's full or not. And then sometimes when the reservoir is completely full and I move it, sometimes it spills out of the hole there. So this goes on top of here. You twist it in place. There is a wick that goes through the bottom, like so. So it could wick up the reservoir. Another thing, sometimes I've found when, you put it where it's supposed to go and twist it, sometimes when, you're carrying it, sometimes this saucer like moves a little bit, sometimes it could come off and then the water will spill everywhere, so just be careful. Always like carry from the bottom, because I've carried from here and it's been a mess, so don't do that. This plant has been the surprise of this year. Not even knowing what, I mean, I was following 2 Plant Daddy for a while, but also like not knowing what the Papillilaminum A+ looked like. And then when David had this on the Prop Studio TO for sale, like I was just thrilled, because in my mind, I thought there was so much potential for the plant, and I was right. I'm just realizing I might not have enough pon. Oh guys, this is gonna be a mess. Breathe, breathe, breathe. I'm gonna use my chin. I'm using my chin, everyone. Oh my god. Do you see? Do you see all this? What? Okay. Now the problem, take this platform and this indicator out. Oh my god, please don't break. Oh my god. Ooh, I think I might make one cut. I'm just kind of clearing where the stem is. The bottom's right here where my finger is, but I think I can make a cut like right above. I see a node that's like semi-activated, and maybe just to not disturb it, I'm gonna do a cut now and try to take the rest of the plant off. Don't wanna break. Oh my god, I just need to move some things. Can you like move? Oh. Come on, man. This is hilarious. I did it. I cut a root system in half. Oopsies. I don't know if it's focused at all. Future Kevin, zoom in. This is the bottom and then the top over there. So now the issue is trying to take the root system that's linked to this top bit without breaking anything. Oops. Okay, while I do this, I want to talk a little bit about the wedding, guys. I know it's not plant related, but like, yeah, I was super nervous to talk speech-wise, but my speech actually went like better than I thought. And, I was trying not to make it like generic sounding. You know how things are. Like when you're trying to make something so sentimental, like we repeat words like, or phrases like cheers to the couple, you complete each other, you're each other's better half. I didn't want to do that. There's one root on this side, by the way, that's like intertwined. Oh, I broke it, oh well.
Wow, this one's like at the bottom. We got each other. Oh Lord.
What else? Oh yeah. It's funny, the groom was asking me to like invite like any of my friends, and like the only friend I could think of that would like come was Marion, aka Good Nat Girl, and she I didn't know if she was coming. She said she was free on the Saturday, but then I was like, come whenever. I'm not even gonna tell my sister that you're coming. And then like an hour before, she was like, okay, I'm coming. And then I'm like, oh my God, you're a wedding crasher. I did tell my sister though, and like the group, and she was okay with it. And then the group was like, oh, I recognize you from like all the stories from Vancouver. And so I was so happy that she was there because y'all know me, when it comes to crowds, I get panicky. And it's funny, she was talking to my boyfriend and they were both watching me while I was getting pulled away. And they were both like, we're trying to gauge and assess your panic levels and your stress levels when it comes to like the social engagement part of everything. And we have concluded that you're extremely overwhelmed and you need to like get away. So then we both went outside and we just like, again, I just like had to take a breather. It's hard because I haven't seen a lot of my family members, and I want to say minimum, I'm not even exaggerating, minimum 10 years. Some people I haven't seen in 20 years. And so it was just a lot. But back to plants. We have this root system. I'm actually so pleased that it's this big. I'm not gonna make another chop. Again, I wanna keep this beautiful foliage. And I saw with my crystal mag that I haven't shown you, my Zara Michelle, and my Forgetti Eye, the first new leaves are a lot smaller. After I've done something like this. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna keep this butt cut with this amazing root system. Y'all saw my Mag Lux, my Zara Michelle, and Crystal Mag butt cuts, and they've pushed out new growth while having a huge root system like this. So I'm gonna do that. I do want to put it in the same planter, so I'm gonna put it back in here, okay? This is hilarious. And I'm gonna put it, I'm hoping I didn't mess up the indicator. Like I think some pieces of pond, oh, I did mess it up. There's some pond in here now. Why did I do that? If you ever leave, baby, you would take away everything good in my life. And tell me now, how do I live without you? I want to know, how do I breathe without you? If you ever go, how do I ever survive? How do I live? Okay, I'm stopping because I realize I don't have enough pond. This is all the pond I have left. For this one, oh, I didn't show you the growth. Oh, there's two actually. Okay, so that red thing right in the center, that's a growth point, and there's a second one on the other side. So I'm just gonna put pond in this one. I don't wanna shock it too much. And I'm thinking with the bigger one, I might do pond that's already there, but I think I might surround it with tree fern. Just adding the ponds is. Okay, so it's in there somewhere for this one. Filling it up. Okay, so I grabbed my tree fern. Y'all can see that, I mean, halfway it's pond. I'm just gonna dig a little hole and then take the root system, plop it in. Again, because the older leaves are kind of, like if I push it down a little more, which I plan to do, these leaves are just kind of in there. Do you see this one? So I'll cut them off first so we could submerge more of the root system. Wow, that was a horrendous cut. Next one down here. Oh, did I want to do like stratum? There's stratum in here, it's fine. I'm just putting my tree fern mix over top. And I already have seen this strategy. A lot of people put like a leca layer at the bottom. A lot of people do pond, and so excited, yo. Okay, look at this. I'm gonna put it in place and then I'm gonna water it, because when you water this and you carry it and the reservoir is full, it spills out of the hole on the side. Okay, really hoping I have enough pond for this one. My Magnificum crossed with Tezula Dark Ace of Spades over here. Leaf is hard enough, and there's lots of aerial roots growing right over there. So I want to submerge them. I'm gonna do this planter, and I think I'm gonna stick with pond. The roots are the reservoir. I'm gonna be so annoyed breaking this root system. Yeah, there's no way I could put all of it through. Goodbye. Okay, again, healthy root system. Look at all of these roots. And I mean, same thing's happening where I'm gonna really have to like push it down. Let me see, maybe if I rotate it. And oh my God, am I gonna be that person that cuts this plant again? Now, is there a, I'm sure people are wondering like what I'm looking for when it comes to deciding. I technically could cut this into 3, but I think root system wise, I don't wanna take that away from the top part of this plant. We're gonna go for it again with this knife. I don't know what that did. I'm just so surprised at this root system, like such healthy roots. Do you see this? Okay, I'm happy with this. I'm very happy with this. So this is the butt cut. Oh, it's blending in, but it's like the smallest. It's the smallest. This looks hilarious. Because I want to save pawn, I'm gonna put this ball of roots back into where it was. Okay, let's see how this does, everyone. It's gonna be an exciting journey. Now with this one, I did make the root system a lot smaller, but I still think, I mean, the quality of the roots look fantastic to me. So we're just gonna put some tree fern mix here. Here we are. So I didn't get rid of the leaves just because like they're still able to not like be bending. Who's excited? Are you joking? Wow, okay. Okay, moving on. I feel like that took out all my energy. Okay, so these are dark crystal luxes, and I think from Plantito Nurse Dennis. Thank you again. So they were 2 separate seedlings, same seed batch, but I want to compare the differences between tree fern substrate versus pond. So they've grown like they've grown. They were seedlings before. I think I told Dennis, I'm like, can you not send me super young plants because I'm scared. It's time to repot them, and because I want to keep things consistent. Do you see those aerial roots there? And then on this side, I know this one is smaller, but you can see that there are aerial roots there. So just to keep things consistent, I am going to repot them. And then I'm going to use the same planter for both. So this one that I just used. And so first with the pawn one, putting some pawn at the bottom. Oh yeah, this one's the one that I put so much stratum, remember? Am I going to do the same here? I think it should be okay. And I am going to get rid of the youngest leaf just because it's kind of in the way. I do want to submerge a lot of it. Isn't this a stunning plant? Oh my gosh. Wow. Have I noticed anything different between the two of them? So this one obviously has darker foliage. And I've said this before, it's not like, this isn't a super accurate like comparison just because it's not like a clone. It's 2 different seeds, so they're gonna look different. So I don't know if this one's just presenting more dark than this one. We saw the root system. Oh, I didn't show the roots. The root system was great. I'm sorry, I was so focused. Bullock, so exciting. And with this one, we'll do tree fern. Okay, let's take a look. I'll show the root system this time. Oh, wow. Okay. So this one, it looks, I mean, y'all didn't see the other one, but this one looks like, I mean, it's still good. I think the roots are thinner in this one, just based on what I'm seeing, but they're healthy. I mean, it's evident that this is a healthy root system. Again, trying my best to just submerge. Okay, number 2, again, putting some, oh, I didn't even put water in the other one, okay. Let's do the water. Boom. So we're gonna move on. I want to do this baby. I know she looks sad, but this was the seed I got from Cartel Down. Dark Pheonix crossed with Ace of Spades, dark form. And I mean, she's alive. She had cling wrap on top, and then I removed it. I just removed it. I didn't even acclimate it. The 2 leaves did not do well. So that yellow one down there, and then the other one. But then she did push out this leaf, and she's working on another one. I do think I just need to put it in tree fern, because to me, I feel like that is a great mix. I am going to be reusing this planter, and I feel confident that it'll be okay, because same thing happened with my velvet mask seedling, if y'all remember. I don't know if the moss, like the air pockets aren't big enough for like tiny seeds. God, how do I even? Okay, hold on guys. Okay, I mean root system is pretty small. So let's try our best to just have this one survive. So just take my mix, putting it in. Okay, you good girl, you good. I think it'll be good. Look at that, look how cute. Okay, another one, y'all, look at this. So this was one of the NOIDs that I got from Cartel Down. I think this was one that had no sinus, kind of looking like a velvet mask or a forgetty eye. So we're gonna put in tree fern. Okay, so still concerned because the root system that was already there, and I thought this was a goner. I just kept cutting because it kept dying, and sometimes the root system that comes with a plant, if there's enough shock, like it doesn't survive. There has been new growth point from a node, and it doesn't want to focus. There is a root, a tiny one. On the flip side, there's another growth point. This root is longer, like you can see that there. And then it's pushed out this leaf over here. Okay, send prayers and help, everyone, for this one. And I mean, I'm so surprised that she's still here. Okay, guys, I guess that's it for now. Listen, there are like 6 other anthuriums back there. I want to repot them. I ran out of planters, man. And I'm noticing my tree fern is low, my pond is low. I'm gonna have to order so many things. But thank you for watching. I'll probably repot them in another video in the future. But yeah, again, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.